So I shared a video a few weeks back about how to make money with photography. And one of the options I gave you guys was stock photography, and so many of you were very interested about this. So I decided to make a video, but when I was doing the video, I realized it was way too long because I really want to explain everything properly. I don't want you to give up because so many people take a bunch of pictures from the laptop, they drop it out there and they think they're gonna sell. And it doesn't work that way. But you really wanna learn the whole process to be able to make money for sure. Stay with me because today I'm gonna show you what is stock photography, the kind of stock photography websites you have to apply for, and how to upload the pictures, tag them, title, descriptions. You're gonna be able to learn the whole process and make money from today. So what is stock photography? Stock photography are those websites where you can sell royalties of your pictures. You are not selling the copyright. This is super important to know. You are not selling the ownership. You are selling licenses for people to be able to use them. That's all it is. So for example, if a travel company is looking for pictures from Ecuador, Cuba, wherever it is, they're not gonna send a photographer all the way there to take pictures. They will go to stock photography websites, they will browse for pictures they like, and they would buy licenses, the right for them to use them. A more commercial example would be a hair salon. They want to open a new salon, they have a new website, and they don't have pictures. So what they would do is go to these stock photography websites, and they would browse for hair salon pictures and buy royalties for them to be able to use them. That's all it is. This is super important to know, guys. And you can use just your computer and a camera. Is all you need to do this. And nowadays they allow you to use just your phone. So this is super positive because you don't even need to own a good camera for it, because with the phone is enough. So there is no excuse for you to start right now. And the fun part is that you can take pictures of everything. I take pictures of my travels, I take pictures of everything because I'm thinking already about the stock. So once you learn this properly, you're gonna be able to think about the stock and shoot everything you see around you and then put it out there and make money. The next thing is to know if you want to apply in microstock websites, macrostock websites, or both. To be honest, everyone recommends me to do both, so I'm gonna start to do it. So microstock websites are those where the pictures are sold for very little money, but you sell a lot because obviously they are very cheap, so you're gonna sell a lot. And you don't need exclusivity with them, which means you can upload those pictures to many websites, as long as they are microstock as well. And they don't have any kind of evaluation test, which means you can start uploading right now, which is very positive for beginners as well, or even intermediate. And then you have macrostock websites. This is a bit harder to enter because they do an evaluation test, it takes longer, they have to check your quality, and then they say yes or no. But then when they say yes, your pictures are sold for way much more money, which is very exciting. And to be honest, it's worth it, but I recommend you to start with microstock, and then when you have more quality, go to macrostock because you can make more money. And talking about microstock, for me, if you go for it, go for Adobe Stock or Shutterstock. Both probably even better, because in those websites I know they sell a lot and they work very well, and I would even recommend you to apply in many of them because, to be honest, you don't have exclusivity. So what you can do is be in 10 websites of microstock and just make money from them with the same pictures. So this is very good to start, guys. I would start from there. And I will put in the description below more websites, but those two at least, apply on them because I know they work. And then for macrostock websites, Getty Images is the king. I'm there personally, and I sold pictures to Condé Nast Traveler, to Microsoft, to Time Inc., and to Business Insider, between many others. They have amazing companies out there, but the problem is like they are sold for little because those big companies, they have memberships with Getty Images. So they are sold for little money, but at the same time, it's great as a photographer to have your pictures published in such an amazing publishing companies. So I will keep pushing with Getty Images because actually I sell a lot, mostly travel pictures, and it does work. And the other website I love is Offset. Here is even harder to enter than Getty Images, I would say. They do an evaluation test of 30 images at least, but then when you pass, the pictures are sold for a lot of money and you take a big cut, and I'm very happy with this website. It's actually the macro stock version of Shutterstock. It belongs to the same people. I will put more websites as well, but I'm just talking about my own experience to recommend you what it works for me. Now that you know what is stock photography and which kind of websites you have available, you just have to register yourself in those websites and start uploading. It's a super simple process, so I'm not gonna explain. There is instructions and it's super simple, but if you have any question, please ask. I will be very happy to help as always. And I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna release 2 new videos about this, being super specific about which pictures sell the most, how you have to edit them, and how you have to shoot to make sure you are not rejected by the companies and you sell the most. So press the bell button to be notified and subscribe to my channel for this. And now what I want to explain you is how to title, how to describe, and how to tag your pictures. For example, if you have a man in the park talking on the phone, the title will be something very short. It will be man talking on the phone. Then the description would be the same as the title but more descriptive. So you would put young man talking on the phone while sitting in the park. And then tags, I recommend you to put from 20 to 40 at least, because this is super important for discovery. And you would put young adult, technology, writing, texting, communication, social media. You have to put a lot of tags, and to give you an idea of this, I will release another video super specific about how to do it, because if you don't master this part, you're not gonna be able to be discoverable by clients. So you really have to master this part and the part of how to shoot the pictures. And this is gonna be in the next 2 videos I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna carry on talking about agencies. Maybe for a start you don't want this, but I recommend you, if you're gonna drop a lot of pictures and it's a lot of work for you to do the tags and everything, believe me, it's time consuming, you can sign up with agencies, and the only thing you have to do is shoot and pass them the pictures, and they take care of distributing the pictures to different stock photography websites, and they do the titles, descriptions, and tags. This is super good, guys, because you don't have to do anything else than shoot and send the pictures. But they keep between 40 and 50% of the benefits normally. I'm with one from Spain called Addictive Stock, which is super good. They work internationally as well, and it works very well for me. They keep 40% of my benefits, but I already sold with them and I'm very happy. But I always try to do it myself, obviously, to have more cut of my pictures. But when I want to save time and I'm very busy, I send them to them and they do it for me. And another good agency is called Western 61. I'm not with them. They keep 50 instead 40, but they work super well, guys. Like, I know so many people who are with them and it works amazingly. So just so you know, there is agencies available if the tagging thing is not for you. Model and property releases. This is a must, this is the legal stuff. Every person that appears in your picture will need to sign a model release. And same goes for private properties. When you are shooting in a private property, you have to think that you are making money with the pictures. So you need the consent of the owner of that property. So you have the templates in the website, model release or property release is called. But if you don't want to download the templates and fill it and everything because it's a bit more hassle, download an app called Easy Release. It's super simple to use. Even the same day of the photo shoot, you open a new release in the app and the person can just sign it and fill it there, and it's super quick. So I would recommend you to use the app because it's less hassle and it's quicker. There is no way around this, guys, because this is the legal stuff and you have to do it if you wanna sell. It's super worth it to start with stock photography, guys, because with what is going on in the world right now, you cannot rely on clients too much. It happened to me during the lockdown. So I promised myself right now I would dedicate more time to that, and at least a minimum of 1 day per week, I'm gonna shoot for stock photography websites and build my galleries even more, because I have small galleries and I'm making money. So imagine if you are making 1 session per week, you're gonna grow and grow and grow and have even a salary from it. And when you cannot rely on clients during the lockdown, for example, because it happens right now, you're gonna be able to rely on this money because the companies still need pictures. All the magazines, editorials still need pictures. So please take the time to learn properly. Don't just skip this process and drop a bunch of pictures, because that's not gonna work. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel and press the bell button to be notified. I'm gonna be releasing 2 more videos about this, being super specific about how you have to shoot those pictures to be able to make more sales and don't be rejected by those websites. And you will be able to know way much more about how to be found by clients with meta tags, descriptions, and titles. And please don't hesitate to comment below. I'm always super happy to help if you drop me a question, and I will see you back here very soon, guys.